Administrator Vincent Michael Velasco, our personnel officials of the National Museum, Marinduque Romblon, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Our mayor apologizes for our inability to attend today because she's currently on official business in the city of Mandaluyong to sign the sisterhood agreement between the municipality of Buac and Mandaluyong City. That is why Mayor Carmelita Abalos was here about 3 weeks ago. So, in behalf of our Honorable Mayor, it is with great honor and pride that we welcome you to the municipality of Buac for this historical event as we unveil the Marinduque Celadon Jar. Now, to some, the relations between the Philippines and China may have only begun when the late President Marcos visited Chinese leader Mao Zedong in the 1970s. But then suddenly I remembered 7 years ago during our foreign relations class in the University of Santo Tomas, as we studied the history of Philippine-Chinese relations, that the history of trade and relations between our people and theirs goes back centuries, even before Spain began its colonial rule in this country. I remember one of our readings mentioning that one of the major trading points between our people and theirs was an island called Mauliwu, now known as the province of Marinduque. This Celadon Jar is a testament to that fact, as well as to the rich history not just of our province but of our entire nation. Besides being a surviving proof of our trade with the people of China, this jar is also a monument to the fact that ours was already a civilization, a nation of its own, long before colonization set in. The jar dates back to the days of our country's history before the onset of Christianity and colonization, and proves that that portion of our past is also very much worthy of appreciation. Artifacts like this are important for the study of the history of man. They tell stories in behalf of the dead, and serve as primary evidence for scholars in an attempt to understand previous civilizations and peoples that came before us. Additionally, they serve as windows for us to look into the daily lives of the people in the past. But above all, they provide us a sense of nationhood, a sense of pride in our history. Our administration is committed to promoting the preservation of our history and culture. As a matter of fact, last year we enacted Municipal Ordinance number 2021-288, which mandates for the teaching of the local history, culture, and arts of the municipality of Buac and the province of Marinduque in all public and private schools within our territorial jurisdiction. The display of artifacts like the Marinduque Celadon Jar is essential to that end. We look forward to continue having the National Museum and the provincial government of Marinduque as willing partners in this endeavor. We thank the National Museum of the Philippines for returning the Marinduque Celadon Jar to its rightful home. In addition to the historical symbol of this occasion, this will also inspire tourists and enthusiasts of artifacts and history to visit this branch of the National Museum, much to the pride of our municipality and of course our province. It is our hope that the display of this jar in the National Museum Marinduque Romblon branch will further encourage the promotion of historical and cultural tourism. I would like to leave you all with a quote from the late President of the US, Theodore Roosevelt. The more you know about the past, the better prepared you are for the future. In behalf of Mayor Army Carrion and the people of Buac, I have the honor to welcome the Celadon Jar to its home. We again express our gratitude to the National Museum of the Philippines for its magnanimity, and of course to our Governor Presbitero J. Velasco Jr. for his efforts in making this possible. Thank you very much. Good afternoon and God bless.
Thank you very much, Councilor Manrique. Maraming salamat po. Now, to give us his message, please welcome, ladies and gentlemen, the Honorable Governor of the Province of Marinduque, Governor Presbitero J. Velasco Jr.
Thank you, our very able MC. I acknowledge Provincial Administrator Mike Velasco, on behalf of our speaker, Lord Alan Velasco, of course, our very dynamic and hardworking Councilor Tino Manrique, representing our equally dynamic and visionary leader, Mayor Army Carrion. We have Marjoner Malabano, our director here of National Museum, Marinduque, Romblon area. And we have Jerry Emilia, our Chief Tourism Officer, together with Robin Diaz and the other staff of the Tourism Office of the Province of Marinduque. We have Susan Ase here, our President of the Marinduque Tourism Council, and our Romeo Mataaf of Marinduque News Network, and the other media people from, I think, Radio Buwak. We have Maida there of DepEd, I guess representing also our Chief Elsie Barrios. Friends, ladies and gentlemen, pleasant good afternoon to one another. They say that cultural heritage, particularly the tangible ones, is a vital part of our identity. They are our windows to the past, and they remind us of how unique and special we are. There will not be a more appropriate time to unveil this treasure than today. So we salute the efforts of the National Museum of the Philippines, the Marinduque Romblon Area Museum, especially under Director Marjoner Malabanan and the rest of the staff here, for bringing to our lovely province the Marinduque Celadon Jar. It is opportune that this event happens today because it coincides with our 102 founding anniversary. And Marinduqueños are all thankful and happy that a piece of our cultural heritage has found its way home and can now be seen by our kababayans. Unveiling the Marinduque Celadon Jar in our province after the hardships of the past 2 years is a welcome sight and a breath of fresh, although ancient, air. This jar proves that even if we are a small island province, our land was graced by prestige and history even during the Sung and Yuan periods. The presence of the Celadon Jar and other artifacts is an indication that we are already a part of trade and business during the Common Era. We thank our National Director, Jeremy L. Barnes, for making possible the return voyage to us of our treasure, the Marinduque Celadon Jar. And I believe that it was in 1965 that Alfredo Evangelista was the Assistant Director of the National Museum who acquired this cultural asset. And we are fortunate that through the efforts of the National Museum of the Philippines, we are now in possession of this very prestigious cultural treasure. So as your provincial governor and on behalf of the provincial government of Marinduque, I am a proud witness to this return of the unique marker of prestige and heritage. The experts know that this is not an average object because of its distinct motif. The Chinese dragon, of course, is an emblem of imperial power. And to the people who persevered to have this national cultural treasure returned to where it was found, our heartfelt thanks go to all of you. The Celadon Jar is a symbol saying that kahit malayo man ang aming marating, babalik at babalikan namin ang aming pinanggalingan. So again, my profound thanks to everyone. Mabuhay po tayong lahat.
Maraming salamat po, Governor Velasco. Thank you very much. To convey the message of House Speaker Lord Alan J. Velasco, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Provincial Administrator Mike Velasco.
Sa ating ama ng ating probinsya na si Governor Velasco, kay Mayor Army Carrion, represented by Consaltino Manrique, sa pamunuan ng kinatawan ng National Museum at sa ating ibang mga panauhin at mahal na kababayan, isang makasaysayang hapon po sa ating lahat. Tayo po ay nagtitipon ngayon upang masaksihan ang pagbalik ng makasaysayang Marinduque Celadon Jar sa ating probinsya. Kakaiba ang Celadon sapagkat tila kulay luntian ng glaze o pampakintab na ginamit dito na siyang ginamit din sa mismong stoneware. Tinatayang hinulma ito mula 1279 hanggang 1368 Common Era mula pa sa Yuan Dynasty ng China. May disenyo rin itong dragon na nakaalsa sa nasabing banga. Natagpuan at nabili ito ng director ng National Museum noong 1965 at itinanghal na pambansang pangkulturang kayamanan noong 2010. Bakit nga ba mahalaga ang Marinduque Celadon Jar at dapat ipagmalaki ng bawat Marinduqueño? Sapagkat patunay po ito ng mayaman at marangal na kasaysayan at kultura ng ating mga ninuno. Ibinabadya po nito na sibilisado na ang mga nakatira sa Marinduque noon pa ika-15 siglo o bago pa dumating ang mga Kastila na mananakop. May mga pamayanan na sa ating isla at nakikipagkalakal na sila sa mga negosyanteng Chino. Ipinapakita po nito na lubhang mahalaga ang naging kalakal ng ating mga ninuno sa China kung kaya hinandugan ng regalong Celadon Jar. May disenyong dragon na tatak na maaaring mahalagang regalo ng emperador o imperyo ng China noon. Dapat niyang ipagmalaki ng bawat isa sa atin ang mayamang kultura at kasaysayan ng Marinduque. Kung kaya't malaki ang pasasalamat po natin at nagpaunlak po ang National Museum na maibalik sa ating probinsya ang kayamanang kultural na ito sa ating bayan. Sa kasalukuyan, mayroon lamang 3 ganitong uri ng makasaysayang Celadon Jars na kinikilala sa buong mundo. At nasa pangangalaga po natin ang isa. Ang dragon at kulay jade o batong luntian ay kinikilala rin bilang simbolo ng lakas at magandang kapalaran. Naniniwala ako na sa pag-uwi ng Marinduque Celadon Jar sa ating lugar, ay lalong siswerten at lalong bibilis ang pag-ahon mula sa krisis na dulot ng pandemya. Bilang inyong kinatawan sa Kongreso at Speaker nito, tuloy po tayong magsikap na pangalagaan at itanghal ang kasaysayan at kultura ng ating minamahal na probinsya. Ang pagpapahalagang ito sa ating kasaysayan at kultura ay pagpapatibay ng ating pansariling pagkakakilanlan. Lubhang mas matagal pa sa tradisyon ng Moryon at panahon ng mga Astila ang kasaysayan ng Marinduque. Kilalanin po natin ang pagpahalagahan ang lahat ng aspeto ng ating kasaysayan, kultura at pagkatao. Muli, isang mapagpalang hapon sa ating lahat. Maraming salamat sa inyong pagdalo at sa ating makasaysayang pagtitipon ngayong hapon. Mabuhay kitang lahat.
Thank you very much. PA Mike Velasco. At this juncture, may we request Honorable Governor Velasco and Councilor Manrique to lead the unveiling of the Marinduque Celadon Jar at the mezzanine floor.